That's what we're calling it. We're calling it early.
Howdy. Yeah, we're gonna call it early. We're gonna say that I'm 49 minutes early instead of 11 minutes late. I will say half of the lateness that I have, half of that late time, comes from me being incapable of coming up with a stream title. It took me 5 minutes to just type in a stream title. And the stream title is stream starting. And the reason for that is because I couldn't come up with a title. I was just, eating breakfast and going, titles. And I latched onto stream before I latched onto the word title itself, which the word title itself might have made for a better stream title. But I think I've done everything that I need to do. Yeah, I think so. I had a migraine yesterday, so I was in and out of sleep for the whole afternoon, which then led to me being unable to sleep very effectively last night, and I got up late. So, I'm now realizing I don't remember my first alarm going off at all. It probably did. Oh, I didn't take my meds. Well, I thought we'd done everything, but we didn't quite. Okay, now we've done all the things that we're supposed to. We haven't. We need to go over to the thing. Also, hey, look, whatever. Also, we're going to change log. Nothing new on the change log. Look at the stable releases. Okay, well, there's definitely been an update. There's been several. Okay, let's... paste this over here. We will get there. Yeah, we got updates. I'm just checking all my things. Okay. Why are you not doing the thing? Oh, right, yeah. Don't mind me. I definitely remember how to do tasks that I've done 100 times before. I definitely... Look, I'm definitely hearing with it. We are not sundowning. That's not what is happening. Alright, we're swapping over to that. We're swapping over to this. 3D. We loading it up. Whoops, is that the autosave? Not what I needed. We're loading up test, I think, and we are going to continue on. So I believe that we need to head to Might Magic 8 now, and we need to take out a couple of enemies while we're there. Do we need to do anything else? We need to level up. We have 3 levels available, which we should get done. Other than the 3 levels we have available, what else do we need? We have not enough money to get another skill up. We already picked up... Let's take a look at where our skills are. So we've got no expert skill on you yet. We've got expert body. got Identify Master. We don't have Dagger Expert. Disarm Trap. We have Repair.
Didn't work.
Oh, didn't work.
I can't repair it.
So sad. Immediately getting myself
How
blown
about
up.
some training?
Okay.
Okay.
So we're doing our training now. And then we can head back to Might Magic 8. And in Might Magic 8, I think we're going to start clearing... This is it. Is it? It is. We're going to do the thing. Okay, so for you, what do you need? We need 3 armor classes already. Like 3%. We're already at 10 points, and that would be a 30% increase. That's a few points of armor class at the moment. Nothing super huge. Would also give some resists, and my resists are very, very bad right now. So that's potentially valuable. But I think we're going to instead pump regen a bit. We're not really that worried about the thresholds for getting to expertise and stuff like that, so I think we're just going to pump a few points into regen because it gives us a big boost on its own. We can already get up to mastery for regen on this character, which is cool. Let's see, we've got body expert, which means we can get cure poison if we want. We have meditation, we have arms master, we have all these things. I think because of how expensive stuff is going to be to pump, I think the 2% damage per point here is worth getting a few points into immediately off the bat. Okay, I think this is how we want to invest for right now. You are getting dagger up to the point where you can get the thing. I can't get GM on identify, and we currently have everything that we need identified, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to pump arms up to 5. I think that makes sense. As for you, we have Frosted Expert already. Blooded and Holy can both be increased considerably. Fairly easily. We need to get Repair up to 7. And Plate is potentially valuable to invest into, but I think I'm going to get Blooded and Holy up a little bit, just because it's very cheap to do. Now, as for you, we have arms, we have bodybuilding. You need to be getting Air Expert so that we can get Jump. Jump is a really important spell. So I think I am just going to pump air. We can pump air all the way to 8. So give me a second. We're going to check what this requires. See how it goes.
What can I do for you?
Nope, that's not. I don't remember what the angle that I usually do this at is. I'm not doing a great job here right now. I guess I can do it with a different skill too. Can I? I could do it with bodybuilding. Let's check bodybuilding. I want to check to make sure that I need 8 still, which I don't know for sure. Yeah, Asher Kitty. You found what to be impossible? Oh, the... Okay, 8 skill and 30 grand for... Gotcha. I think I got it the last time I was playing, so I don't know. I would imagine that it's probably possible, but I could be wrong because I thought that I got that fairly early. But I guess you can get it really early anyway because it's merged, so you have access to thingers. So I probably got it somewhere else. Okay, we're going to just pop over here. It's also possible that I just... Yeah, it's in Daggerwood Island as well, which is where I actually started, so... Let's see here. Do we go to Daggerwound again? Yeah, let's start finishing up Daggerwound.
Come aboard! Anchors away!
It takes so long to reach Daggerwound. Alright, let's save. And we just need to tag a couple areas here. Shadow Barracks. And we also only need 1 level here, so... I don't need to fight the respawns there right now.
Well, we got that one.
Alright. My thinking is that because this island is so tiny, we might want to just use the coast here. I think we're going to. Just for this island. I don't think that we can just brute force these things. And obviously with this many enemies, I don't think that we're going to be able to do a kite or anything. So we clear this island, which... My hope is that this is the only time that we're going to have to do, like, a coastal thing like this. I don't want to have to do that. You know, once I've gotten a particular thing, that's cheesy. I want to do it, you know, the one time. I don't want to spend a lot of my life on it, you know? So, as long as they keep leaking toward me, we're all good. Let me take a look, make sure that we're... Okay, we're going to be going back to 6.
Who wants some?
And we have a ways to go before that happens. And I do think we probably want to go back to 6. Do we want to go to 6 immediately upon... Nah, we can try to clear this entire zone. And see if we can get a little over a level. I want to get 6 up to 10 rather than getting it to 9. If we finish this zone though, and are able to get that done, then maybe we do the thing. Do we just roll a barrel? Let's roll a barrel. It's a 2. That's a 2. It's not a 3. It's not a 3. How cool is that? Okay. So we've got that one done. Is that actually it? Because I think we already cleared the thinger over there, right? No chests there. We have those enemies that we can clear out again if we so please. But I don't feel like we need to. Nosferatu. Okay, no, we still have this big pack here. Which is... Okay, that's an exploder, which is not super dangerous, I think. Let's save this under danger.
That wasn't so bad.
Okay, they all get confused for some reason.
Got him.
There's not enough enemies here. Oh. I forgot that I had that thing on. Ooh, we should turn that off. We're going to turn off water walking and replace it with vampiric weapon. That way we can... that way we know when we're going across the boundary of where they can follow.
I don't
My
know.
guess is that this exploder is going to be able to kill us right.
I'm wounded.
Oh shit, right on my ass. Alright. Just give me a second. We're regenning pretty fast. Reasonably quick regen coming out. That one's toasted. Now we just need to kite the last. Oh! Tactical poor indeed. Wait. Okay, which...
That wasn't so bad. Oh, I need healing.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm hurt badly.
Let me see that. I see that. Oh, we ran ourselves into a corner like a dope. Okay. Making progress. Okay, got the Buccaneer down. So now it's just a matter of getting this last one. Let's just kite it around the teleporter.
I need it.
Stop hitting that person. Fucked up by hitting the wall there. Fucked up by hitting the wall there again. This is supposed to be the thing I'm good at, and I'm doing such a bad job of it, but it's okay. Whew. So, how are we doing on EXP? Okay, we haven't even gotten the two equaled out. Got a two-handed axe, got a helm. All that good jazz. Save the game. We've already looted all this stuff, right? Yes. So I believe we're done now. We basically cleared out this area. We can swap back to water walking. We can tag the one barrel. And then let's redo this. Get everybody the accuracy game done. Get over here, and I think we will. I guess we'll meander around the town a little bit. I'm not going to meander. I'm just going to go over here, click this barrel, and then we're going to go back to the other place. So, we managed to clear out a little bit there. And now we can move on to Ravenshore, question mark? Oh wait, do we want to do turning in quests? Do we have any quests that we want to turn in? Yeah, let's do the cure disease stuff, I guess. We can turn in a couple of the cure disease scrolls if I want. Alternatively, I could... No, I think I want to hold on to my quests. I think I want to hold on to my quests for now. If I do that...
Chum.
Nah, I don't want to hold on to the quests. The quests, I need that experience turned in. Yes, I think turning in the quests makes much more sense. So, let's start turning in these things. Okay. So we'll get ourselves to the point. Okay. So we now have okay, so that's brought that up to 4.69. Okay. 4.69 is what we had before. Let's see. Master Artist Master. So we're getting about 0.4 off of that. Do I do another quick turn? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do another one of them. We'll do one more of these, and then we'll head over to my Magic 6. And then I think in 6 we might just turn in a quest. Do we have a quest to turn in? Maybe not. We get Expert Plate here. Okay, we've got that up to 10 now. Is that how I want to handle that? Yeah, let's handle it that way. That's fine. And then... Because, yeah, getting 6 caught up is going to take an eternity. So... Sorry, getting 7 caught up is going to take an eternity. Expert Plate, I think, is going to be 10k, right? I think it's all, like, all the primary skills are 10k. I don't actually have 4 plate skill right now, so... Oh wait, it won't be 10k, it'll be 30k. 30k, because it would be the second at the moment. We're not getting Expert Plate for quite a while. Because we have a lot of magic skills that are going to take precedence over that. Getting our body up to expert is going to be important. So, my thinking is that's going to take a while. Okay, so we can save the game.
Come aboard.
Go to
Anchors
Raven
away.
Shore. And we're going to be coming back here. I do have a master body, that's true. Or at least I did. And then I took an arrow to the knee. I was going to say stop working out. And then... and then I'm like, you know what, we could go with an ancient meme. Let's do that instead. Okay. So, we are heading back to 6. And we have probably not that much of the exterior left to do. It's not actually a terrible idea. I should potentially start doing some push-up punishments again. Let's see, what would I do? What would I punish myself for? I feel like if I punish myself for reloads, I'm gonna die if I try to do push-up punishments. Actually, we could keep a tracker. Depending on how we want to handle it, we could do we could keep a tracker for it and do a reload for every. Basically, we could stockpile the push-ups until I need to do 20 of them. So if we had if we just did 1 per reload, that might actually be reasonable. That is very true. Memento Mori and all that. Probably not optimal to die on camera because you did too many push-ups. We need to get out of here because the thing is gonna kill somebody. 1?
Come aboard. Anchors away.
Wait, god damn it. I just realized that I was actually 2 zones away. God damn it. Alright. God dang it. I was 2 zones away. I could have just loaded the autosave. It's fine. Those goblins hit hard. Turns out. Turns out, them gobs hit pretty hard. Okay. Try this again, shall we? So we have a pack here. We have one push-up stockpiled immediately. When we hit 20, I'll have to do some push-ups. I'll have to do some push-ups. I think it'll be funny. Okay. Just get me started back into it a bit, you know. A pull. What? We need a poll for how many push-ups I need to do every time I die. I do suspect that 1 per death is going to be the maximum I could possibly do. Do a poll on whether I need to set up a camera to show it. Ooh, actually, we could rotate through them. Because there's push-ups. I could do some planks. My wife has indicated that my core is finally starting to lose some of its tone. Because, when I lost all that weight, that's the one like major source of muscle mass that I did lose. Actually, it wasn't even when I lost the weight. It was actually while I was sort of just maintaining my weight that I actually lost some of my muscle mass. Which is weird. Oh, shit. Oh, do I not have an empirical? Good call. Good call. Good call. Where are you? Just fighting here. Alright. Yeah, for the buffs. Because they're not just permanently active now. Oh man. 69%. Oh, we got 12k. Do we want to pick up staff or staff expert? We're right here. I feel like since we're right here, we kind of have to, right? That did not cost 2,000. Nice indeed. I feel like that number should actually just be renamed to 60 nice. That might just be a little too cringe for the general populace to get behind, but it did, yeah. We had 12k. 60 lice. The absolute worst. Hey. Oh, it's Falagar! Hey, imagine that. Hey, Falagar. That is multiple bosses. One of which is a leech. Well, shit. Oh, good. We haven't cleared that side yet. Let's go do that. I don't think it's a boomer idea. I think it's very much... It's very much a millennial idea. The boomers are all dying out, so there's not a huge number of things that they're doing right now. Mostly babbling incoherently, I think. We're getting close to the point where us millennials will be like fully the boomers. Right now the boomers are Gen X. Like Gen X is definitely the ones that everyone's pissed off at the most right now because the boomers are all sundowning. But like, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're never going to be the boomers. We're never going to be the boomers because we're never going to have that kind of political power. But that's actually concerning for us as a generation because we're never going to have the kind of power that the boomers had politically because we just aren't a large enough cohort of people compared to every other cohort around us. So we're never going to have that much political power, while simultaneously, like, everybody is going to have already had the associations from the boomers dominating the entire world for 80 years. That, they're going to associate with old people more generically. So by the time we get old, though I guess maybe not, because it's not like Gen Beta? Is it Beta and then Theta? So like Gen Beta and Gen Theta are not going to have the same association with old people that we have, because by the time they're born, the boomers are dead. Right, so like the association of like all power, like political and economic power, being consolidated into like one like mega demographic is not gonna be a thing anymore. There's Biden has to be a boomer, right? There's no way Biden isn't a boomer. What generation does that even count as? Who? What American is born in 1942? Like, unironically, like, how is that even possible? Oh, the silent generation. Okay. You know, it's fitting that I forgot. It's fitting that I forgot them. You know, look, we're gonna claim it's a bit. Let's do that. I know what the silent generation is. I am familiar. I was like, I mean, he's not a greatest generation, and he's not a boomer because he's before the war ends. Are both the Clintons boomers? Or just the one? I guess they probably are both boomers. They're not that far apart in age, probably. God, what? Yeah, let's hope that we don't end up with a mega demographic ever again, because it was societally ruinous. Societally ruinous. I don't even know if my parents are boomers. I'm trying to think. I'm fairly sure my dad is a boomer. And he's like 7 years older than my mother, and he's on the younger side of his family. So it's entirely possible that she's Gen X and he's a boomer. But I could be wrong. I don't really know, like, demographically. Like, I don't remember when they were born. You know, that component of a birthday is not super relevant. You know, what year someone's born isn't super relevant when you're thinking about someone's birthday. Oh, I guess I'm probably gonna get a call in a few days, since if my father told me what year he was born wasn't the truth, almost certainly not. The only reason my father would tell me what year he was born would be to lie about it. So, not for any illicit end, just because it would be funny. So, like, he would lie to me about it, but I don't know that he would ever tell me the truth about it. Not because he doesn't want me to know when he was born, but because it's funnier to lie. There's certain kinds of information that I struggle to imagine actually getting out of him. Also, there is the joke that's not a family joke, but is a joke in my household specifically, that my father is actually a member of the CIA, and so he might have been. He might lie about it just to obfuscate. Let's see. Well, important to note that my father lied all the time about in safe ways. Like, he wasn't lying very much about, like, anything that was, like,
important. He would lie about trivia by like making up. He would pretend that he knew things that he didn't know, and like if he didn't know the answer to a thing, he would just kind of make it up and act like he knew what he was talking about. So he basically would do what I do on stream, where I pretend that I know what the fuck I'm talking about a thing. But the difference being that he would be doing it, he wouldn't make it clear that he was lying about knowing what he was saying. He would not, necessarily disclose that. We had to figure that out. So the other thing about my dad is that he knew a lot of stuff. It was not unreasonable to think that he would know the random piece of information that he was bullshitting about. So you really couldn't know offhand necessarily whether he was bullshitting or whether he was fingering. So to use the appropriate parlance, my father was less of a liar and more of a bullshitter. Right? Because lying and bullshitting lying is technically... bullshitting is technically lying, but I think that there is a meaningful distinction between someone being a liar and someone being a bullshitter. I think that they're meaningfully different things. Because someone being a liar implies that they're telling you a lot of lies that are unhealthy for you. My father didn't tell me a lot of lies that were unhealthy. I am very happy with the lies that he told me. So I want to get that context out there just for anyone listening who's like, oh yeah, I feel bad mentioning that your dad's a liar. It's like, yeah, no, he was a liar. That was his deal. It was very fun. I had a good childhood. If I had any beef with my father, it was not about him lying. Which is legitimately true. I actually don't think that I can't think of any things that he ever did wrong, I can think of things that he did wrong. I can't think of any things that he ever did wrong that were tied up with lying. And the only time that he ever lied about something that was important, weirdly, was when he lied about getting fired from a job. That's the only time. And even then, I'm not even sure he was lying. Because someone else could have been lying, but I don't think that the other person was lying. I think that he lied to me about that. But also, it's none of my business. So you know what? It doesn't matter that he didn't lie about not having the job anymore. He lied about getting fired. I don't know why he got fired. I don't know any of the details, and I'll never know. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know anybody's birthday offhand. I have to do like calculations for it, and it's an issue. Like, I know my wife's birthday because I know how to calculate it, and I know my mother's birthday within a day of it. But her birthday is hard because the issue with the calculation that I do for my mother's birthday is that because I'm using like a 1 week, metric, my issue is that I don't know. I have an off by one error because I'm like, are we starting from 0 or are we starting from 1? Right? So since I don't know whether I'm starting from 0 or 1, that kind of fucks me up. And my wife's birthday is very easy to remember. And one of the things that's very funny is that this is not the dates, by the way. Though I could figure out the dates for some of them, right? Like, I know the year that my sister was born, and I don't even have a calculation for the day. I don't have any idea what day she was born. We're not going to say on camera that I don't know what month my sister was born in. And that's the end of that sentence. Oh, I didn't actually check. Let's check it. But the I'm so terrible with dates, but it is very funny because I do know one of my cousin's birthdays, and there are a couple of members of my family who are very upset by the fact that I remember this random cousin's birthday. Not random cousin. To be clear, this is a cousin that I was very close to as a kid. But like that I remember that person's birthday and I don't remember anybody else's birthday. And because people associate like, oh, well, you'd remember birthdays if you thought they were important, which is just not the case. That's just not how my brain works. I don't remember anything. I only remember vague associations between things. But the reason that I remember my cousin's birthday is because after about 15 years, I eventually got the ability to consistently remember my own birthday. And I know that my cousin's birthday is 2 days later than mine. So because I know exactly the relationship it has between values, we golden. Let's see. Yeah, clip it and track down my family. Please don't. Please don't. Let's see here. So these two are more similar in level than they used to be. I might be able to do this now. We should be.
What is it? What is it? What is it? I've never seen one before. What is it? Greetings to you.
Don't cause any trouble. Dragging goblins into town doesn't count as trouble, right? We're chill. But anyway, yeah, I find that shocking no one, I am very bad at memorizing my families like birthdays and things like that, but I can figure it out by just doing some math. I can do some math to get there. What I should do? Oh my god, this is how I do it. You can make calendars in Excel. You can make calendars in Excel. So you know what I could do? The thing I could do. I could actually just make a calendar that is just people's birthdays and just organize it by date. All I would need to do is ask a bunch of random people what the birthdays are of everybody that's important to remember the birthday. Ooh, I should do that. I guess I could also just I could put them on a calendar, like an actual calendar. By which I mean like a Google Calendar or something like that. But I think it's funnier to make an Excel document out of it. It's more on brand. I say Excel, I mean Google Sheets. I think I might do that. I might end up doing that. That might be funny. It's not like I'm not going to remember it, but it'll make it easier to look up. Well, you know the reason that it occurred to me is because I've been using I have calendars that I make for the Persona series when I do my Persona runs, and making those calendars isn't really that different from making a calendar with everybody's birthdays on it. Because there are people whose birthdays I actually would like to remember. I don't need to remember the birthdays of my family because I have the advantage that as a guy in an Irish family, there's not really a lot expected of me socially, and so people will just tell me that someone's birthday is coming up, regardless of I don't have to ask. Somebody's gonna tell me. There's no getting around that. The other thing that I need to do is I need to get a Secret Santa gift. Because we're going to be doing a Secret Santa thing for Christmas this year. Just because...
Who wants some?
I'm honestly not sure. I'm not even sure why. Honestly, considering how... But, you know, people are like, let's do Secret Santa this year instead of doing a normal thing. And I'm like, sure. That sounds convenient. For me, as soon as someone suggested that, I was really shocked to realize that, like, the idea of getting a Christmas present for every member of my family is kind of a nuisance. The idea of getting a Christmas present for a single member of my family that doesn't know that I'm going to be giving them a present is a degree of gamification that immediately makes me go ding and just turn on and go, okay, let's get the wheels churning about like what kind of a thing I want to be doing for this. And turns out gamification is good and useful, and we should do it. But yeah, I need to pick up. That was very silly of me. I healed the person into the death. I need to pick that up because I have an idea of what I want to get, but I haven't picked it up yet. I have weeks, obviously, but I'd prefer to do it earlier rather than later. Because yeah, we're starting to approach Christmas time. We're getting to that time. Okay. Woo. Damn it. I'm not distracted. I'm very fixated on, you know, dates. We'll go with that. Dates. The topic of dates is what we're fixated on right now. Topic of dates. All of the things that I've said have related to dates in some way, shape, or form. Oh, that's interesting. We got a crafting item. Was that off the same creature? Because the one thing that's desynced between runs is seems to be like crafting items don't necessarily consistently drop off of the same creature each time. Getting an item off the same item. I'm curious to see like if and when that'll be changed. Because I assume that it's intended that they're going to drop the same crafting items as well. That just hasn't been my experience. Yeah, the thing that I'm thinking of... Ooh! Ooh, I have some homework to do, actually. I have some homework to do. No, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of the angle for the thing that I'm gonna get. You aren't gonna tell my family if I tell you who I'm getting a gift for, will you? Like you'll keep it just between us, right? This won't be public. So I need to get a gift. I need to get a gift for my sister, right? And some members of my family, some members of my family consistently get gifts of books for each other. So me, my sister, and my dad consistently get each other books. Though I think that, weirdly, I think my dad doesn't get books for other people as much
My pack's full.
No room.
as he gets books. He gets a lot more books than he gives. So, but I'm thinking about getting, like, I'm thinking about, and we usually give each other, you know, books that we want to read. This is, I say we. Look, I'm not going to throw any member of my family under the bus here, but I will say that one member of my family who's in the triad of people who I just mentioned, who is not me and is not my dad, tends to get books for people that they want to read and then reads them before everyone goes back home.
This is good.
Oh shit! Oh, this is a big pickup. This is 3% damage reduction for enemies in the nearbys on gauntlets. That's a big deal on a piece that anybody can equip.
This item's weak.
That's a big deal. This is a arms master item.
Junk.
This is junk apparently.
This is perfect.
This is not amazing.
it's
I mean, it is amazing.
useless.
Ooh, this is a sword with repair.
It's
If I had
useless.
the sword skill, I could use it. Don't calling this useless. Insolence.
It's useless.
Is that a bird that I'm hearing?
How?
Because there's a bird on my
It's
left,
useless.
and I keep hearing what sounds like the beeping noise that my alarm makes. My dryer makes when it finishes. Anxiety alert, Alliteration Alliance. Anxiously alert. Yep. Okay. Well, that's the new stream title. So, anxiously. Oh, great! I can see it here. Alert. Alliteration Alliance. Altered. What's an A word for title? Able. Okay. Title's updating. Ooh, I like that. Okay, there we go. There we go. See, this is why teamwork is a thing. So the new title is Anxiously Alert Alliteration Alliance Alterations Addendum Acknowledged and Adjusted. There we go. That's how it's done. Alright. I can't believe we got that cool legendary. Oh, so basically I have a book that I need to get, but I need to figure out what book it's going to be. And I think I'm going to get some obscure technical manual because I think it'll be fun. So that's what I'm going to do. Who has the lowest HP? You have the lowest HP. Which is pretty funny, considering that they're the one who is most important to stay up. Let's see. The power of teamwork can do wonders. So, do I want to get my repair? So we had a amulet, right? Where'd the amulet go? Oh, do you have more magic power than you have physical power, so that's why I can't check my physical power. It's too bad. When I right clicked on this, it just says vitality increased. It doesn't discuss. Oh, I already used it. Oh, is this what it was? Oh, okay. Oh, so that checks out. That checks out. All right, are we going to? I need to figure out where we're going to go from here. We could try doing... We could try doing this place. This is going to be trouble. I don't know how feasible this is going to be, but my hope here is that I can rotate these down south. They're not rotating south very effectively. Oh man, I don't have regen cast. Well, I'm casting this. So we've rotated some of those to the south. We're going to rotate back up to here. And I think I need... I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think this is going to be real bad. I think this is going to go real bad for me. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how we're going to manage this. No, wait. Regen is active. It's just vampiric regen. That was, I think, a one-shot.
I'm hurt badly.
I can't identify that.
Ooh, boy. How are we going to make this work? I think I have the ability to get... into range with some, but not all of them, right? So, hypothetically, I could get myself... I think I'm gonna go over to this corner here. This is a bad corner right now. It's got so many high-level enemies in it. I'm gonna try diving in. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. So the issue right now is, can I get? I think I'm gonna go back down to the south. How close are we? We need one more level to be able to equip that thing. We should be able to dodge those things' attacks. I'm going to try dragging these as far this way as possible. I get tagged along the way. Where's the boss has wandered all the way over. Wow. He fully died. Try getting all the way into this corner. I'm in this corner. Just got tagged by one of the mages. This wasn't even a boss mage that instigated me, I think. I want to get this done quickly because they are low-level enemies. So I would like to get them done sooner rather than later. I don't have any
quests that I can do without leaving this area. I think we activate the Goblin Kings first. The Goblin Kings are going to be difficult to do, but I think that we can manage it. I'm not sure if we can manage that southeastern island yet, and I don't want to completely dedicate myself to trying to make that work before I test over here first. Is there not a thing over there? I thought there was. Okay, we'll grab the chests here. Which I should have grabbed these chests when I first arrived, actually.
This is nice.
So this is
We don't need it.
dagger. These won't have upgraded at all.
Let's leave it behind.
So
Sorry.
we're not likely to find anything super useful to us here.
Let's leave it behind. This is nice. Let's leave it behind.
And if we do find something super useful, then that's even more frustrating because it means that we could have had something crazy powerful this whole time. So, do we activate this? I think we do. Oh shit! There's... I thought it was just Goblin Kings. It's not just Goblin Kings. Ooh. Oh, I'm in trouble.
Looks like it's up to me.
Those lightning blasts can't be ignored. I think we're probably just boned here. I don't know. Yeah, when I say ignored, I'm referencing just like walking away from them. Because for the most part, no, that's not even, that's a shitty angle to try to go to. You saw all those projectiles hitting me at the same time. I feel like I would need to start with this angle-ish. What is a good angle for this? There's actually not any great angles. Indeed, this is nice. Let's leave it behind. This is so good. I would love to equip it. This is our first legendary of the run, right? I think this is our first legendary of the run. It's pretty good. We don't have air resistance. Air resistance would be handy to have. Who is going to get it? One of the people that isn't very durable. My assumption is that that's actually going to swap around a bit over time. It'll initially be on the person who can use preservation when I get preservation. Until I get preservation, there isn't really anybody who's like that. Like, it's like not super critical who I tag it onto, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think what I need to do here, if I'm being honest with myself, is I do think that I need to get the mages out of play in this back area and try to drag a good portion of the enemies that are over here far enough away that... Yeah, there isn't a projectile that even shows up on the map for that one. Oh man, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. Let's think about this for a minute. So, right now, we're getting fully one-shot by non-bosses here. Things are getting really rough. We don't have the rules regarding, like, travel and stuff like that. We don't need to beat things on first entry. I'm thinking that now might be the time where we have to leave this area and move on to Iron Fist.
we can go to Iron Fist and start clearing out the Ba cultists. And I think that might be how we handle this. Is we get the Ba cultists dealt with and try to get ourselves into a bit of a stronger position to progress. I do want to... Sorry to hear that, Celestial. Have a great night. Time? I should just do the like relative thing where you just like, you know, the older relative thing where you just go, oh, you know, have a great day. It's like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, actually. Well, it's day where I am, so I should start doing that. Let's see here. Do we go to Iron Fist next? I think we do. I think that beating my head against the wall here is not how I want to handle the opening here. We're to take advantage of the fact that we're working with a rule set that allows for this and start fighting through these. The one reason that I would want to stick around over there would be just so that I can I want to clear out the lower level enemies as quickly as possible on the world map, because I start outscaling them fairly rapidly, and I don't want to really be super high level compared to the enemies for a large portion of the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically just pull some of these. I think they might not be hostile to the civilians here. Oh, the other thing that there is the disadvantage of is that we do set the level of the chests. So wait, give me a second. Let's reload this autosave. Let me think about this. We should be counting deaths. We're probably going to cap all this shit out very quickly. Anybody keeping count? How many times have I had to reload because I died? 17,000? Maybe we end stream with me just doing 20 squats, 20 push-ups, and, 2 minutes of planks. How do we feel about that? How do we feel about just saying that's about the limit of what I'm willing to do on a day where I haven't done any exercise in weeks? I feel like we might be capping out those values today. Let's see. So, do we want to load in those things? Well, the other thing we could do is we could do Mist. Mist doesn't have a lot of chests in it. We could do Mist. Do we want to do Mist, maybe? What do we get from Mist? We don't get a ton from Mist, conceptually. But there's a lot of low-level enemies there. That might be a reasonable thing to do. It is also funny. Have we found... We found only one bow that has any stats on it so far. I think that's pretty funny. Alright. Next on our agenda, do we try to do the island? Yeah, let's try to do the island more. This island I've found a solution for at some point. I think I need to drag them to the north, though. I don't think I want to drag them to South side of the island, maybe. Let's make this happen. We're going to try to get this island done. We've done it on multiple occasions. Like, really early. It should be feasible. We've done this island without water walking. We can make this island work. We have regeneration and water walking. Do we have preservation? No. Is that relevant? Is that relevant? Look. Is the win condition fundamentally one that's different now because preservation works differently? These are the questions that we do not want to think about too deeply. Is it relevant? Let's not think about whether it's relevant or not. Let's not think too deeply on these questions, shall we? If we think too deeply on these questions, it's going to result in feelings of anomie, which we don't want. Is anomie the right word? I'm gonna go with anomie. It has the right vibe to it. What does it mean? I don't remember. Let's see if anomie is the right word. We'll look it up. Anomie. Nope. That's a totally different thing. That's like degeneracy. Well, shit. See, I was thinking of it as like, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Depression, basically. Was there like being disengaged and yada yada yada, which might be more specifically what this thing is referencing, but who knows? How low are you people? You know what? I need preservation, and I think that's really all that I need to make this work. If I can get preservation, I think I can make this work. So let's see how much it's going to cost. I think it was like 17 grand or something just now, right? I think I saw preservation. I think it costs like 17 grand. So if preservation costs 17 grand, it's currently 3 o'clock on a Sunday. We could try doing an arena battle. We could do the arena. I don't know if we can do the night level arena, but we should be able to do some level of arena. We're doing the arena. That's actually what we're gonna do. So I don't know if we have to go to Jadam. I think we might be able to do it from here now. And we're gonna make the arena work. We could also try to do the first level of the Endless Arena. Let's try to do the first level of the Endless Arena, because I feel like we're going to struggle to get the thinger to work. And I feel like we're probably just going to get crushed in the Endless Arena as well. But it's worth finding out, right? So let's see. We're going to save this. And let's save it under danger as well, I think. Oh, right, this is a bow, and I can equip those now. That's a good thing to remember. We don't need it.
It's closed.
That's fine. All right.
Need a coach?
We're going to the arena.
Ready to go.
So from the arena,
Dark in here.
tag this. Let's try Endless Arena 1. We do have regen now. So, okay. I really hope that you're the weakest. You are. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think this first pack is one that I'm going to be able to realistically beat, right? They're just way too strong for
Need a coach?
my current level of
Yeah, great.
potency. They're just hitting way too hard. I don't know what level they are.
Who's next?
Like, it's possible we could get so much damage into them that we, like, basically, like, keep up. But I don't think that's likely. We've got someone down already. If we can get past this first bit, I could see it being possible. It really depends on what the next set of enemies is and how strong they are. But I think there's also going to be some of these tagging me with lightning bolts that are going to insta-give me pretty much no matter what. And the boss is going to be able to kill me in one hit, guaranteed. So I think that's a no-go. So let's go back to New Sorpagal, and we'll do the night level arena there and see what happens. My guess is it's going to go very, very badly, and we're going to die horribly. That's my assumption as to what happens. It's possible that it goes a different way, but I don't think it's going to go a different way. I think that's just what's going to happen. So, okay, we can't do it here, actually. We have to go to a different place. So, if that's the case, we can go to 8 and do the arena there. That's fine. It's going to boost the amount that of experience that we need to get here, but that's also fine. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go to Jadame. Alright, let's see. We're going to try one night level arena. My assumption is when we try that,
Need a coach?
it's going to go incredibly badly for
I
us.
love the taste of nut.
You know? Yeah, that's suboptimal. We can't actually check whether they're consistently level 70, weirdly enough. But my guess would be that they will be. There's like a lot of randomness to basically every component of it, and I don't really know how it's calculated. I think that it is kind of just like set as like a level 70 thing for night. But yeah, so let's try this on the level below night,
What lies ahead?
which won't give us progress toward the mission completion. Does this have fewer enemies in it? This has fewer enemies in it. Interesting. This dragonfly is scaring the shit out of me. Oh god. These large rats are going to kick the shit out of me. They aren't hitting hard enough for 70. I don't think so.
It is close.
They're not eradicating me instantly. The funny thing is that if I had preservation... Excuse me, if I had preservation, I'd be okay here. Let's get some selling done. Because if we had preservation, we might be okay here. And we might be able to afford it. I don't think we can afford it, but we might be able to. Okay, get rid of this. I'm going to hold on to that. Do I hold on to you? I don't think so. I also don't think that I have... Oh, we can equip this now. These are actually crazy good. I identified them at some point, and I don't know when. So I'm gonna slap these on you? Question mark. You have 5 arms masters. So 15%. It's a 15% DPS boost. Also gives regen spell points over time, which we are going to benefit too much from. Okay. So we're at 9k.
Our axes are the best.
We're at 9k right now. Oh shit. There's a whole third. There's a whole third act here. Also here. Is it consciousness? No. Do I want to give myself the sword skill just to be able to equip that repair item? Is that a thing I want to do? It's tempting. I think all these people are leather. So we have 1 chain user. You're not wearing boots? That's pretty funny. Let's see, this would give me a fairly big boost to endurance. Let's do that. We're at 11k right now.
Our axes are the best.
It's not the right place.
Buzz off, cheapskate.
I don't know if we're learning sword yet. I feel like we're probably not, because I'm not going to be able to repair this if I get up to, what is it, like 12 expert? I think I need a, I don't think I can with 12 expert.
We can outfit you.
So I feel like it wouldn't get the job done. And I like having neat and tidy skill lists that don't have any excess skills on them. I'm like an inverse completionist in that regard. Why do I have Arms Master? Why do I have Arms Master on you? Because I gave it to you? Whoops. I trained Arms Master on a character that doesn't need Arms Master. It's fine. Let's see here. Next on our agenda is what? Yep, give me a second actually. Make sure I didn't screw something up over here. I think. We're all set here. Okay. Is it relevant? Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about it. Can't have you open. We need to do this. Go. Yeah, because if I could repair this with access to sword skill, then that would be a definitely maybe. I just realized that I had a two-handed axe that I didn't bother to check on my Minotaur. Axe Expert is also kind of an important skill to get because it allows me to offhand a one-hand axe if I want. GM identify monster. Is the repair mastery person in? Is that in Daggerwood actually? No, Garrett Gorge. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that for now. I'm trying to think, and I think the master repair person is in Ice Cap in 6. Max power of 80. It's pretty high. Let's get some of the magic stuff sold. 12k. We really need preservation. Wait, do we even have expert spirit? We do, right? Oh, a bunch of random bullshit over here that I didn't sell. Nice. I'm gonna hold on to this for right this moment. Heal and poison spray. Luck ring. I don't think that I'm gonna need those disarm boots. Okay, I guess I should have just equipped that on somebody. Half projectile damage is actually a fairly good effect at this point, but I'm not going to worry about it for right now. I think it still only applies to like bow attacks, but which is a very small subset of projectiles, but even then it's still a good effect to have.
Can outfit you.
We're going to be dealing with a lot of that style of effect. In the very near future. Okay, so we're up to close to 15 grand. Can we pick up preservation here? Is this where the self guild is? Yes. So this is the self guild. Let's take a
Sure,
look.
we got spells.
Okay, we could get remove curse. Let's go to the other place. We'll see if we can pick up preservation. I don't think I can afford it yet. So maybe I should just reload to check the store again. I don't think so, that's fine. We're going to check the self guild over here.
And we're going to hope that it's available here. We can also check the
Magic of
Spirit
mind,
Guild.
and body.
It's 13,800. We can afford preservation. Okay, we need to pick up preservation. Okay, so preservation needs to go on the person who has expert spirit, which is you.
Can't wait to catch.
And now you can stop doing fate. And you can stop doing whatever else you've been doing. Fire Aura. Oh man, I'm losing Fire Aura for... Losing Fire Aura for this. This is a pretty big loss. I can't get Enlightenment up to a higher tier yet. But that is going to be of critical importance to get done. But now we have Preservation. So with Preservation active, we have the ability to get to negative 200-ish with most of our characters. So let's head to the arena again. We're going to basically try to do the Endless Arena once. And we don't have a ton of healing, but we have some. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think that the Endless Arena is going to work out. I might want to just do it. I might just want to do the normal arenas.
Ready to go.
But no, we'll try to do the Endless Arena once. Our DPS is going to be way low now because we don't have the crit boost, and we don't have the other boost either. So, but the ability for enemies to like insta-give us is massively lowered by this, which is nice. The die right here as soon as this thing goes down. Not down yet. Yeah, preservation's making a huge difference. So it's not going to make enough of a difference to be able to handle that, but it should hopefully be enough to allow us to handle one of the other ones. We're going to try the night one, which I don't know how many ranged attacks there are in this pack. Not a lot, honestly. These are mostly Might and Magic 6 enemies that do not have ranged attacks. That did insta-give me there. How much HP is it? So, I don't think night level is necessarily going to be reasonable.
Need a coach? Ready to go.
Where?
Let's try it one more time. Okay, we have one that can use ranged attacks like that. We have a couple of ranged attackers in play right now. We've gotten the ranged attackers out of play, but it doesn't matter. That Bloodsucker has the ability to get us, or to solo us.
What lies ahead?
I didn't mean to double click there, but I think that it is a good idea to do Squire, so we're going to do Squire. And if we get diseased off of that, I'm going to be so sad. Well, hey.
Who's next?
Oh, also we didn't have... That's so funny that I actually managed to lock these in and got diseased. Okay, we'll see what we get as a reward for this. My hope is that we get enough money to make up for the money that we used getting preservation. Can't just do it from here, right? Correct. Alright. Well, we'll get through this eventually. In theory. I'm a little concerned about the fact that I'm only hitting the brain suckers. Everything here is too short to hit properly. So, hopefully, I don't just get oh. Hopefully I don't just get got by these rats. The one that I'm hitting is the one that's moving around, I think? It's not. It was? Okay, there's one over here. Okay, I think if I jump and then drop back down, I'm not in range when the attack actually lands. So... we're not done? Oh, I have to talk to them, right? Yeah. I forgot the difference, the distinction between the, Okay, we got 1,600. Not a lot. Not a lot of money off of that. But we got a little bit of experience. Getting ourselves a little bit closer to 19, which is nice. And we got ourselves disease. So, all good things, right? A little bit of extra money compared to what we had before. And we can do what now? I guess we can clear out. Is it going to make a huge difference if we have a few extra levels going into that other place? I don't know that it will. We could actually, if we wanted, get a shit ton of extra levels going into there. We have preservation active. I think I'm going to try to... Do we try to dive this one? Or do we try to dive the other one? Let's try to dive this one first. We will hopefully be less susceptible to getting fully blown up here. I don't think that's going to work. Can we... Let's try doing... this from the south angle. Like if I just approach this island from the south, particularly if I can get to an angle where this one can't tag me along the way, I can see it working. So let's try this. My intention here is basically just to run straight through. And I don't think that's going to be feasible. I think there's just too many top tiers in play for me to get to where I'm going, right?
Like, if I try to go around this way, I'm gonna eventually get just burned down by all the mages, because the mages are gonna hit me regardless, right?
Now.
So... I'm just too squishy. And yeah, I think I'm too squishy for that to be reasonable. I think that I'm too squishy for that. Do you think that I could do? If I wanted, we could actually turn in our quests in Might Magic 8. And by turning in all those quests in Might Magic 8, doesn't change anything. We still have to go to 6 next. We'd be higher level without getting extra expertises or anything like that. You know what? I think that we're gonna do it. We're going to move over to Iron Fist. We're making the transition to Iron Fist. Actually, we can make the transition to Mist if we want. Do we get any cool quests that are completable by going to Mist?
Welcome aboard!
If we go to Mist, we unlock the wizard quests. We don't have the ability to just turn anything automatically there. I think that might be the play, though. Let's go to Mist.
Raise the flag and hoist the sail!
Mist is another place with a bunch of really low-level enemies. So I'm gonna see if I can make Mist work. The answer might be a yes. I feel like Bach cultists are overall less dangerous than the mages. Need to swap. But yeah, for now, we're able to handle this, right? Like, this isn't, like, too out of pocket. We can handle this for right now. There aren't a lot of chests here that I have to worry about, so it's not like we're losing a ton of, like, gear stuff. I don't think that this is a real quest. Okay, let's save this under danger. And we do have access to these elemental guilds. We do have access to, what, like spear expert maybe? We have expert staff, which we already had. Expert spear. Repair expert. Where's Ryan? Ryan is Castle Stone, I was right. Is that the bird?
Never seen one before.
Okay, I've aggroed two. I'm not going to be able to do this without losing EXP to the guard, so we're not going to do it that way. We're going to go around, I think. And with mastery available. I think mastery requires what, like 15, 12? I don't remember.
think it's 24 for Grand Mastery. Okay, plus 10 int permanent, not bad. So somebody's approaching. We're basically just approach these from the back and clear out this pack. With this pack cleared, my hope is that we'll get enough experience to switch back over to Might and Magic 9, or Might and Magic 8. To switch back to 8 and get that done. Okay, easy peasy. Okay. Okay. So we've got this ready. Once we've cleared through these packs, we should be able to get the full like zone clearance here, and hopefully that'll be enough to be able to get Might and Magic 8 caught up. Once we've got 8 caught up, I think we just go back and turn in a couple more quests to get an extra level here.
I need healing.
I think that is my intention here. And then we can just pop back over here, and then we're in basically the same position we were in before, just with the enemies being slightly stronger relative to us. So that's not necessarily optimal. We might end up going to Iron Fist after we go here, before we do either of those islands. Which would be interesting, because at that point we would be doing things in a much more similar to, like, standard playthrough order of operations, right? I can burn through. Ooh, that's a two-handed axe. We're going to want to... I think as long as we have preservation, I think we're okay here. Let's save this. Let's take a look.
Jump.
Okay, that's weaker than what we've got. That club's pretty good. We have the ability to prevent them from getting melee swings on us. I think that steel has been changed to item break, right?
We don't need this.
Right. Do we have anybody who needs... I don't think so. I think everybody has... That's too good for... Oh shit, I just saved over the... when I was in the yellow. Bit of a whoopsie-doopsie. Oh god, that's a boss. How do I want to handle you? I want to get into the water, I think. Okay, I didn't successfully cast the spell. I screwed up my mouse. Okay. Okay, so how are we going to handle this part? Save the game. Is there place? I can get you to that I think is going to allow me to reasonably get this job done. $4,200. It's going to take us a lot of money to get our next set of expertises started. Not even like done. It's going to take a lot to get our next set of expertises started.
What is it?
Do we? I feel like we're going to probably have to, right? We're gonna try booking it for the shrine. I don't think it's gonna work because this thing is swift after all.
Now we'll see.
How did you die? Oh, preservation. Let's see here. I think we use the shrine. Let's drag these to the shrine. That's what I'm gonna try for. Alternatively, I could try to jump. I could jump into the fountain. Let's not try to jump into the fountain. Okay. They also have ranged attacks. I think the fanatics don't, but the cutpurses do. So the Ba cultists don't get a ranged attack because they're treated as ranged enemies, I think. So they don't get one added to them. So my hope here is that we can just clear out this pack. We also have the assassins to deal with. Who obviously can insta-give us. So we've got an assassin right here. Hope is that we can clear it out. So we got the first one here done. Toast. We have another assassin here who we do not want to be fighting in a position where it's going to be fighting back because it has the ability to insta-give us. Unfortunately, we don't have an option. Okay, we got there. Luckily, they don't have a ton of HP. Okay, that's an assassin. Assassin. Okay. That's done. Alright, we should be golden. So we cleared out a couple of the assassins. We're not dead. Move on over here. Okay, we got a dagger.
Jump.
Alright, so next on the agenda, just gonna pull the rest of this pack. I think that this part is going to be the harder portion of this area. I think from here it gets a little bit easier because I think we can use the bridges to very good effect. Like, I'm not sure how crazy we can get with the bridges, but we should be able to do some good work with bridges.
I'm hurt.
I'm not accomplishing my objectives with this. I'm gonna jump in the fountain, because I think it's funny. Will the fountain protect me? Honestly, the fountain's doing a better job than you'd expect, huh? We're getting more value out of this fountain than you would expect to find. Interestingly enough, one of them seems to be fighting the guard over there for some unknown reason. What are we doing on EXP? Not amazing. That was a bad idea. My hope is that we can lock this thing in a way that we can hit it. From here. But that looks like it's not going to really work out super great for me. Don't know where you're going to go. Swift enemies, definitely. If I can get the rest of the pack cleared, I think I can make this swift enemy work. It's very prone to just leaving, which is good for me. If it just runs off into the distance, then it's not hitting me. Okay, it locked itself behind me. This isn't even an intentional... This isn't even an intentional play, but we got it done. Also didn't have a ton of durability. So that's another 1,000, which is pretty good. That's a Ancient Gold Ring of the Gods. And I think we might slap that on you. Yeah, we need to slap that on you because the disease is really crippling your endurance. So let's do that. Okay. So that's done. We've cleared that enemy out, and now we can fix to clear the rest of these. And if we can clear out this whole pack over here, we should be in pretty good shape. I believe. I should have probably saved after clearing that other group. But yeah, hope is I can get up to level 19. If I can get to level 19, I should be able...
I need healing.
If I can get to 19, I can equip the damage reduction ring, which will also just make one of my characters extraordinarily tanky generally. If I can slap that on the person who casts Preservation, then I can potentially do a lot of crazy shit. Because the enemies aren't really
we've got a pretty major upgrade to our death threshold here. So, like, if you look at this character has 56 endurance, but has 187 max HP. So, if I get dropped down to 57, I would previously die. And now I have to get up to 188. I have to get to negative 188. That's such a huge
Let's leave
margin.
it behind.
So, it's my feeling that we should probably be able to make things work that weren't workable before, just by virtue of having preservation. But in addition to that, since I now have the ability to survive hits, as long as I can get myself to a position where I am in a location that's safe and technically one person is alive, if I can get to that, then I can recover from basically anything, right? I have a pretty good amount of regen on everybody. Not everybody, but I have a pretty good amount of regen on most of the characters. And I should be able to recover fairly effectively as long as I can get into cover. And the area that I'm trying to get to has a sizable amount of cover available to me. We should be able to, at the very least, clear the Goblin Island. The island where Garrick's Forge is should be clearable as long as I can get enough durability to not outright die on the way out to sea. That's the really important thing. If I can get out to sea without dying, I can basically reset the fight and pull manageable chunks into, at a time. And if I can pull manageable chunks at a time, I think that we're golden. Like, legitimately, I think we'll be fine as long as we can pull them in a manageable way. So, we're going to just chill here. I think this is feasible. The Mystics have the ability to do some damage from range. Though, interestingly enough, they can't do any damage from range to a Spiritus. A Spiritus is fine as long as we don't have any assassins hitting us. A Spiritus does not, however, have much in the way of regen, so even a relatively minor threat is potentially very dangerous to them. It looks like we don't have anything other than the Followers of Ba in this whole pack, so we should be golden, I think. If we have too many enemies in play here, we can just run back down and fight them from that position again. So, making progress. I think that there's a very high chance that we can get this done before we need to involve Iron Fist. I think we can make it happen. And if we can make this happen without going into Iron Fist, it'll be a big help. Okay. Bridges for the win. Okay. here. And I do think that for this early stage of the game, we will try to keep an eye on everything that we pick up as we pick it up. We're going to be picking up gear slower than we do later in the game. And
We don't need this.
it's each
We
piece
don't
of
need
gear
this. Let's leave it behind.
is way more impactful. So we're in the yellow, but they're not actually aggroed properly. What are you? Adamantite. Okay. Adamantite doesn't matter. So the goal here is to not get killed by their ranged attacks before we get where we're going. I would like to get them all on this side if possible. And then just... Nope, I went too far to the left. Okay. We should be fine here. We have one low tier hitting us. But that should be fine. I don't think that they're going to be a threat. I think that basically everyone will out-regen the damage that's coming out from them, even with us beating on Adamantite Assassin, which reduces our damage by quite a bit. So, if the thing on the left was an assassin, we'd be in trouble because they would have the ability to insta-give us on any given attack. I'm not positive that their ranged attacks get their procs, but I think that they do. Okay. That poison is concerning.
Next.
That poison is very concerning, actually, because I don't have... I don't have the ability to cure poison yet. Poison's lasting a while. Oh boy. Okay, the poison wore off finally. The best possible person to get poisoned, though. Holy shit. Because Wu Carrot has a lot of regen. Regen is like, what, 3? 4.4. So that was the amount of damage we were taking with 4.4 regen coming in. I think that might have killed anybody else, because we have the ability to heal, but we can't heal that much. There's a limited amount of healing that we have available to us right now. Okay, how are we doing on EXP? We're getting there. We're not there, but we are getting there. So, I'm just going to stand right here. And we're going to need to get to here, I think. We have the ability to get tagged by the ones on the other side there, but I think there's not very many over there that can actually use ranged attacks. So we're mostly golden here. We just need to lure them onto the bridge, and even if we jump, they still can't hit us unless we double jump. Like, we would have to, jump again before the thing expires. So, I think we should be golden here. If we can get this pack cleared out, we'll have... we'll be like halfway through the islands, maybe? Something like that. We're getting there.
Get that one.
Interestingly enough, actually, I think from a technical perspective, the most limited party might actually be a party of archers. In terms of their ability to, like, deal with, like, enemy packs of varying types while not taking damage. Because a spellcasting party has a lot of options for, like, hitting around corners, and can do, like, full damage from melee range, and can do the bulk of their damage from far range as well, right? But because of the fact that you can't shoot while in melee range, you can only use melee attacks. If you've got an enemy in a corner where they're not going to move, so they're in a, like, consistent position to hit them from, that enemy can't be hit with range attacks. Or rather, they can't be hit by, like, a bow attack. So I'm actually curious, like, I'm actually curious to try a ranger party at some point, just to see, like, without being able to use corner plays, if, like, a lot of stuff just becomes just exorbitantly difficult to clear. Because I think that it might. I think a lot of stuff might get, like, just ridiculously difficult if you're having to use bows to clear everything. Like, if you don't allow spells and you don't allow melee attacks, really. You can't, like, completely disable incidental melee swings, but you can functionally do so just by not equipping a weapon, right? Like, if you're dealing, like, the one melee damage that you do barehanded. So that's concerning. Do we have any assassins over there? No. There's no assassins in play at the moment. So, there's one fanatic here that we can take out. We do have some progressing toward us here. No assassins. If any assassins come into play, we can just move ourselves a bit. The real problem is going to result if we get multiple assassins, so they end up at, like, multiple different sides. So, like, if we have an assassin there, which I just saw one, where'd it go? Did it go up? It looks like one of them went up. There's at least 2 assassins in this pack. I'm almost positive that I saw 2 of them. Is that assassin there? No. Okay, we don't have any assassins in play at the moment. Bounty hunters might use poison by default, or it might have been randomed into. I don't know which. Is that? No, this is copies. Hey, should be gold in here. Oh, there it is! Please don't kill me. Hello, friend. Terrifying. Okay. I think this might be the last assassin that's currently in play. Okay. 11-3. My hope is that I'll be better prepared and better rested for tomorrow. We will be doing our thingers. Do we want to do that once we finish? Let's do it once we finish Mist. I feel like we should do the the exercise portion there. And I think we will do... the problem with the planks is that they take a long time to do, right? Like, doing 2 minutes of planks requires just killing 2 minutes of time. And it's not exactly easy to just chit-chat while I'm doing planks. And also, planks should be more, like, time-consuming than just 2 minutes. Like, I should be doing 2 minutes per position, I would think. Though maybe not. Maybe 1 minute per position is more reasonable right now. Because there's, like, the 2 side planks and then front planks. So there should be 3 of them. So, like, it would take, like... It would take a while to do a full set of 2-minute planks. That's possibly something I should not be doing on stream. Even if I have the camera on me, there's just nothing to look at there. You know, it's not very interesting to watch me doing a plank. I'm just sitting there. The push-ups we could probably do. I would need to figure out where to do them. It's the summoner down, right? Yeah, summoner's down, so... I think we can just go up now. Not worry about it. See how much damage we're taking. Not a ton. I say as I get knocked unconscious in 2 hits. But getting knocked unconscious in 2 hits isn't that bad for a top tier enemy, you know? We got a longbow. We know it's magic, so hopefully it has an enchantment that's actually useful for me. And there's a random mystic that got to the correct side of the bridge and then got lost. So, good job, team. So that is a swift crude longbow. It's pretty pointless, honestly. Plus 38 int and might. Let's see. This drops vitality. Wow, what do you have? 27 HP. I think I will equip this. And we'll equip this on you. Then we will look at everybody else. Everybody else has pretty good gear on, not gonna lie. Personality is not a stat that I really need on anybody. So this would just give water resistance, basically. So let's just do it. Alright, so it's 531. Got it's 1134 right now. What am I gonna do? I think we're gonna clear this section. I might end up needing to end early today. We can probably just die these, right? What's the worst that could happen? Okay, you know, those fanatics take a little longer to kill than you'd think, huh? This one's really just on my ass.
Heal me!
Cow's toast. This one. We should be able to clear these out without too much difficulty.
That wasn't so
Allegedly. I do think also that one thing that might be important, it might be important to get bodybuilding pumped as fast as possible. I know that there's been a lot of talk about people struggling as they start to reach the mid game, and I'm curious if a large portion of that is just getting insta-gibbed. And because you don't have the ability to have, like, 'cause normally you'd be able to get, like, really, like, mastery for bodybuilding fairly early. I'm curious if bodybuilding being underdeveloped is one of the key choke points that people are running into. Yeah, in terms of like explicit rules, I think the only real rule that I have in terms of pathing for this is just the need to like immediately transfer over to whichever place is the lowest one. I think that's really the only meaningful thing there is just as soon as I have something that has a lead, I need to be there. And I think that as long as places are equivalent to each other, I can just make the decision. I'm generally going to trend toward, if there's a tie, defaulting to being in 6. Because 6 is the place that I think has the most experience available. So being in 6, I think, is the place that gives me the most value in that regard. One disadvantage with that is the fact that I think that it's useful for me to get the quest experience done quickly, because the quest experience isn't attached to loot. Whereas every enemy that I kill could have dropped something higher level if it was higher level when I fought it. So I feel like there is a pressure on me to try to get those quests cleared out. So I think I am going to, when I get back to Might and Magic 8, basically just immediately do like a couple more of the disease turn-ins, or do something else that gets me as close to exactly 1 level as possible. And move on from there. Right? Like, I think that that's probably the play there. Oh, these do have a range attack. That's interesting. Is it just the fanatics that are miscoded to not have the thing?
Heal me!
We're in okay position here.
That hurt.
Yeah, our having Vampiric Aura makes such a huge difference here in the early game. Like, that spell is so clutch for me. Makes such a huge difference to be able to be guaranteed that you know what? It's only 1. I'm gonna try to dive it because I want the others to come to me. Unfortunately, I've now got the others on me, and I'm making dangerous decisions because the others are also able to insta-give me, and they have ranged attacks. We don't have the other one on me yet. I'm gonna try to just get the fuck out of here, get across.
I'm still standing.
Don't think the thing that's on me is an assassin. So, it's a cut purse. Sometimes things will like shift around. The one that was closest to me before was definitely a cut purse, but sometimes when I am moving around, the one that's on me will disengage, and one that's further away will engage, and I'll end up with a different one on me than the one that I thought I had on me. Not super common, but it happens. Alright, we should be able to handle these, I think.
What's next?
Otherwise we'll get poisoned or something, which would be bad. Even if we get poisoned, we might be able to handle it, but no guarantee if we get poisoned. Okay, so we can save this. I think that we've now cleared this island, and we just have the one island left. We've got a boss assassin, which is less of a big deal than you'd think, because of the fact that I can't deal with the assassins on their own, and need to basically mitigate them 100% anyway. There's not as huge of a difference between
This is
a
nice.
boss assassin versus a boss of something else in the normal version.
This item's weak.
So that's convenient for us. I probably should have changed Nosferatu's voice, though it weirdly it is very vampire coded. That's a lot of assassins in play. Luckily, they do seem to have all moved over to the bridge itself. So as long as the assassins are on the bridge, we're fine. Because with the assassins on the bridge, they can't hit us. But if they were still over there, then they could shoot at us from range. So we do have an assassin directly in front of us. Just jumping up, taking a few pot shots, and getting down. I don't know what just hit us. Was there other ones over there that I didn't see any attack information for? That would be my assumption.
Who wants some?
Okay, I can hit an assassin from here. That I think there's only the one in play, so yep. Okay. So I think we're golden. We can basically just pop over here. Got some boots. Not a bad item to find off of a boss. Okay, we are looking for more high-value targets at the moment, if possible, than something like boots, but armor's good. Weapon is also good. Because right now we're not really looking for long-term like stuff. We're looking for immediate term power boosts, and boots are a pretty solid item, but they're not like the top tier of like potential power boosts. Top tier potential power boost is probably armor, I would say, right now. Okay.
Who wants some?
Okay. Okay, I don't think there's an assassin left. Seems to be correct. Okay. Nothing dropping. There is another assassin that's coming, which is not optimal for me. That's okay. That's very suboptimal for me. We need this assassin burn down. So, ooh, nice. Ascension Emerald. Okay. We're on the assassin. We're not on the assassin. We haven't saved since before we fought the boss, so a little bit concerning here, but we got it. Save the game. Move on. We've got 2 more bosses, one of which is Thorns, one of which is Reflecting. Neither of which is that deadly for our current purposes. The most dangerous thing would be a Leech for what we're currently dealing with. Because we don't have that much incidental damage. If there was more incidental damage in play, where like we were having to lifesteal our way through a lot of incidental damage from the other coast, then it would be a lot more concerning to have a Thorns enemy, because we'd have to rely on passive regen to heal us through both the attacks from the other side and from the Thorns on the boss as we're trying to clear it. And I don't have a ton of regen, so that could be a potential concern. On the plus side, though, that's not really a major threat if the enemies are fairly consistently locking themselves in to the appropriate location. I'm not getting a lot of enemies on the opposite coast beating on me. Okay, do we have any assassins? Yes, there's now an assassin in play. Until there's an assassin in play, I don't necessarily need to do much. Like, from a self-preservation perspective, we're mostly chill until we get an assassin. Is that the assassin? I don't know why the assassin's hanging out all over there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Can hit the assassin from here. Once the assassin's cleared out, we can basically just go up here. And that is a break, so the poison was a random affix. We got chain. I just realized also that I haven't checked my gear since we killed that boss. The boss dropped boots. And you know what? The boss dropped boots. I'm gonna... We're pretty close to finishing here, so let's get the rest of this cleared out, and then we will check. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, we have a few assassins in play. I'm surprised how few times we've died. We haven't died to the assassins yet, have we? I would be... This is a pretty good setup, honestly. But I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't died to the assassins yet, because what's happening with this one is the worst situation that's happened with the assassins so far. And there's been plenty of situations where, like, a few enemies were hanging out on the opposite coast. We just haven't had one where it was an assassin. You know? I feel like we've gotten very lucky in that regard. Okay, this one does seem to be, like, well and truly stuck. Alright, we're in the green. We can save the game. We got, I think, 2 daggers there. So we might have a shiny coming our way. We have... I think this is the Thorns boss. So this is the boss that's probably going to be the most dangerous of them. But I'm not anticipating it being too dangerous regardless. That seems to be holding out. Yeah, Thorns is a lot less impressive when you invest very heavily into bodybuilding compared to your like melee damage abilities. On my first run, I was not investing that heavily into my my defenses. Like, I was investing a decent bit into it, but I was investing much more into my my armor skills than my bodybuilding. Whereas in this, I'm investing more deeply into bodybuilding. And I have a lot of regen in play, a lot of lifesteal, obviously. So Okay. The assassin's in play. Hope is that we can get to here. Not dying hardly. I didn't even notice the lower tier assassins. Okay. Who's hitting me? That was unexpected. I wasn't expecting to hear that attack animation going out. Right. If we can get the reflecting assassin, then we'll have all the bosses here done. And we can basically just move on. I'm a little concerned that we're going to get a shit ton of experience from the map completion, and that it's going to put me up, like, way higher than I need to be. But I don't think it's going to push me over by that much. So I think we'll probably be fine. Yeah, it pushed me over by a decent bit. How are we? Oh, but actually it didn't even matter, because that just puts us even. That doesn't even... Okay, we're fine. I was thinking that we were at the point where it was going to go past. We're actually fully fine now. So the other thing is that in the previous one, I was to a degree like prioritizing whatever was the place that like I had the fewest levels gained in, right? So the bolster level was the thing that I was paying attention to in theory, but I was doing my calculations mostly based off of the levels gained statistic, right? So like if I was still following that routing, that way of handling things, I would actually go to Might and Magic 8 now. However, that's actually explicitly suboptimal. Right now, what I want, because these two are tied, in theory, what I want with these two tied is to be in the place that is highest between the two of them, because I want to push one of the two to the next threshold. I want to push it to the point where it goes up, one of them goes up to 11. It's going to take more experience in Might and Magic 8 than in Might and Magic 6 to get us to 11. So 6 is the optimal one to do from the perspective of trying to actually do bolster. So that is another thing to bear in mind, is that there are some fairly major differences between what's optimal and what I was doing in the previous playthrough consistently. And I'll try, when I'm doing something that's more optimal, that's like, you know, where I'm like actually fundamentally shifting up the why did it say bounty hunter? When we're shifting things up like that, I'm going to try to be mentioning it. So we're now eligible for 19, which means that we can now equip that legendary, and we also have a bunch of other gear that we've picked up. So let's take a look at this gear that we've picked up.
Who needs it?
We got a dagger here that does electrical damage, so it may or may not be useful. This is a slight upgrade, just like a very tiny upgrade for you.
It's probably okay.
These boots are, as they said, probably okay.
It's probably okay.
And this is not bad. I think I like that.
This is good.
This is pretty good. I like it.
Jump.
This is probably junk, probably junk, probably junk, and probably junk. Okay. So, unfortunately, I do need to go AFK for a bit in a second. So I think we're going to get that done. And go over here, Dagger Fire. This isn't an upgrade for you, right? We need to get up to Expert Dagger as quickly as we can. What is Expert Dagger gonna look like? Where would we get that? So here we would get that in Iron Fist. We would get it in Do we have any other quests we can pick up? Yes, we should pick up the quest for Bootleg Bay. Because we might end up going there before we come back here.
His Grace Albert Newton.
It's a very weird
sorcerer of Enron.
pathing that we have. And yeah, we have 30 grand. So what other expertises do we want to pick up? Does everybody have one expert skill right now? You have one. You have one. You don't have your expert skill yet. Your expert skill is going to be dagger. So dagger expert. Is there a dagger expert in Harmondale? I think there might be.
Welcome aboard!
That's not where we're trying to get to.
Welcome aboard!
It's also not where we're trying to get to. Alright, we need to go to the inn. I don't even know where the inn is. There it is. No, it's not. That's Duelist Edge. I thought this was Duelist Edge. So Expert Leather is here. There's like an Expert Dagger here, is there? This is Buccaneer's Leather. Okay. Spear training. I guess I could train, actually.
Back for another lesson? Good job. Good job. Good job.
Why do you cost
Good
more
job.
to train? Do vampires cost more to train because they're considered like a tier 2 class because there's no second tier class in 8 maybe? I think that's probably what's happening there. So for Woo Carrot, I think bodybuilding expert might be the second thing that we pick up. I don't know when we're going to do it. But we actually have a lot of skill points right now. As for you, one of the most important things that I have right now is I need to have more thingers. The question is, though, it's so expensive. Is it worth the expense compared to... I don't think it is. I don't think it's worth the expense compared to getting my body building up to 8. I think we're going to get our bodybuilding up to 8 with this character because getting enlightenment is very good and useful for me, but I feel like those pure HP boosts are going to be very, very critical in a setup as difficult as this one. As for you, we're set for Identify, I think. We probably need to get Disarm up to 7 at some point in the near future. I think we do it now. So with Disarm 7, we're basically done with Disarm for the foreseeable future. You need to get a variety of things in play. Getting plate up to 4. I think plate and axe to 4 is very cheap, and so I should just do it. Getting these two both up to 4, I think, is a worthwhile investment. This gives me 7 bonus AC. Oh, this doesn't give me any resists, though. That might have been a bad play. If we don't get expert, we don't have any resistances coming out of this, so this might have actually been an inefficient investment for now. We don't have that crazy of plate, but it's not a big deal. We're just gonna live with it. It's a fairly marginal investment. You are already set for your second
expertise. Your second expertise is going to be air magic because we need jump. Jump is too important a spell to leave by the wayside for a long period of time. So the question here, this is my preservation manager for now. We can't get this up to mastery, so there's no reason to invest in it right now. So I guess we just pump bodybuilding up to 8. We're going to get bodybuilding up to 8 because we can. And that will give us a fairly decent durability increase. And that's also useful because this character needs to be very, very tanky. The other question is, does it make sense for us to give this to the person who already is that tanky? And I think the answer might be yes. So if we give this to a Spiritus now has 1134 vitality. The issue being that a Spiritus isn't very self-sufficient. A Spiritus is not maintaining regen and is not maintaining... Thanks for the sub, not Jail the Viper. Is not maintaining regen and is not maintaining vampiric aura. So having this extra durability on this character isn't necessarily going to make that crazy of a difference. So with that being the case, who is the person who... Let's take a look at who's doing the most damage right now. The most damage is coming out of our Death Knight, but it's really a very mixed bag. A lot of characters are doing decent damage for now. So do we want to instead... No, I'm actually happy with this for right now. This means that we can try to maintain our effects a little bit easier, specifically preservation. And we should be fighting enemies that are hitting for fairly low amounts of damage. I don't think we're going to be fighting enemies that are hitting for like well over 200 damage for a while. So I don't think that it makes too much sense to move that over until we have reason to. So what are we doing in terms of thing? So we need to go back to... we need to go back to New Sorpigal and get that done.
Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard!
Neither of those is New Sorpigal. We can get back to New Sorpigal from here, right? Because if we can't get back to New Sorpigal, then I have made a mistake. Where's the inn? Wait, there is an inn here, right? Oh, it's right.
Right. Come on, see you in the morning.
It's like, where is the inn? I don't get money for doing the Might Magic 6 ends, do I? Because if I get money for that, I should be
Welcome
doing that.
aboard! Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard!
Wait. Is this a one-way trip?
Fine. See you in the morning.
This is a one-way trip, isn't it? Oh no.
Welcome aboard!
Might actually be a one-way trip. I think this is a one-way trip.
Welcome
Oh my
aboard!
god, I'm such a dope. Wait. No. Second. Might and Magic 6 boat schedule.
Oh my god. I'm a dope. You can't get back to New Sorpigal from here. I can't get back, so I have to go through Iron Fist anyway. So there wasn't really much reason to go this way. This is not really a terribly optimal routing. Whoopsies. Mistakes were made. Well, shit, that means we have to go to Iron Fist.
Welcome aboard.
Not a huge deal. Going
Raise
to
the
Iron
flag and
Fist
hoist the sail.
just means that we're locking these treasure chests in at a fairly low level. But we probably wouldn't be getting that many levels before we do the Iron Fist anyway. So I guess we can clear our way down to New Sorpigal from here. We can also get Expert Dagger, which we should get. You don't have any expertises yet, right? Yes. So we're going to get Expert Dagger on Shadow Barracos. This is not Dagger. This is the defense people. It's the back of the end. So we're going to get the... We're going to get Expert Dagger. We will unfortunately have a little less thinger than we'd want, but... So, Expert Knife Fighting. Take 10 grand for that. And now we can equip 2 daggers. So, let's go ahead and equip this in the offhand. So we're now 60 nice. Damage. And we have a bunch of random stuff that doesn't have enchantments on it. It is probably not superior. Wait, is this better? It's a 2d12, right? Okay. This is actually slightly superior. Perfect. Okay. And I think we're ready to clear our way through some of the block cultists down here. We're now at 18 grand. We need 30 to be able to train again. So let's just pop down here. Do we have... Actually not sure we need preservation right now. I think I'm going to take off preservation in favor of fate and fire aura. We're going to make this swap. We're basically going to switch back and forth between the two, depending on the circumstances. This feels like a lot of weak enemies that we want to deal a lot of damage to, as opposed to things that are going to be one-shotting me. And I think this was definitely the correct decision. Ooh, that's concerned. That poison got the job done. I still think that it was the correct choice. I just needed to get out of there before I got into a situation that dangerous. We had way too many targets on us up there. Oh man, those poison procs. We can also... Oh, we can actually... We can turn in a quest here. Let's do that. We're going to turn in the letter. What's this? Oh my god, there's so many of them. No, it's not a reskin of Might and Magic 6. So this mod is... it is a Might and Magic 8 mod, technically. So it's Might and Magic 8 has a mod for it that's Merge mod, which allows you to do all 3 games as one game. And then Ma is a mod for Merge mod, specifically. That is a difficulty mod that does a bunch of different things. It changes a bunch of mechanics and adds a bunch of different things. So this is a mod of a mod for Might and Magic 8. Right now, we're basically trying to clear the some stuff from Might and Magic 6 in order to get us into to get our bolster level high enough to want to go to somewhere else, basically. We're trying to maximize the bolster. Bolster is basically, because there's 3 games in one, as you gain levels in one continent, the other continents get stronger. So the longer you spend in 6, the stronger 7 and 8 will get. And because you can flip between the different continents, I'm trying to basically get all of them raised up as high as possible from the very start. So that's the basic fundamentals behind the this run. Okay, we got a longbow. That is accuracy and spell points, which is, fine. This is int and endurance. Where did I put you? And yeah, I think slap this on you, slap this on you, just for shits and giggles. This will give me more spell points to play with. So in addition to having more powerful enemies and things like that, this mod changes up a bunch of stuff. Merge mod is mostly just the 3 games tied together, but Ma has done a lot of changes that add in a bunch of almost Diablo style elements to it. So you have the bosses that will spawn that have random affixes, and the gearing and stat system is just completely different, right? The way that stats work is fundamentally altered. Because in the original game, it was very much the maximum you could get is a plus 30 modifier, and very rapidly it takes so many stats to get a plus 1 to that modifier, with a plus 1 being such an unimportant boost in the first place, that stats kind of stop mattering past almost the first area. It very rapidly stats become kind of a non-factor. The exception maybe is endurance, because the hit stun animation is derived from your endurance. So endurance as a stat, I think, can kind of improve your DPS a little bit later on in a way that you might not expect. It's probably still not that relevant to stat, but in vanilla, there's not that huge of a difference from your stats. Stats are much more important in this mod.
Master Nikolai Iron Fist,
kind of from beginning
Prince and
to
heir
end.
to the throne of Enroth.
Okay, is this the letter? Yes. So we're gonna check to see how much this gives us.
Master Nikolai Iron Fist, Prince and heir to the throne of Enroth.
And it gave us about half a level. I'm willing to accept that, and we can now move on to 8. So we can now transition back over to 8 and get something done. I guess all we're going to be doing is going into 8 and then immediately turning in a couple of quests. And probably coming right back here, honestly. So that'll be fine. So we're going to check if we can just get to New Sorpigal from here.
Need a ride? Hitch up the horses.
Perfect. So this gets us here. It's also Sunday now, so we can do the arena quick. And let's do that. We're going to go in, we're going to do the arena in Jadaim. I doubt we're going to be able to do... Have we gotten enough power that we could potentially do the Endless Arena now? We've got an Expert Dagger, so this will increase my DPS. We don't even have, Fire Resist in play, so I doubt it's going to make that huge of a difference, honestly, what we've done so far. It's worth considering, but no, I don't think it's going to matter. But we're going to try it anyway. So it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday. We're going to try
Ready to go.
the Endless Arena,
I love it.
and when that inevitably crushes us like a bug,
Where?
I'm not going to put Preservation up yet because I want to have the DPS for this. to get a better idea of like how feasible it is to actually get ahead of the game in terms of damage. Because at the moment, we're inevitably going to fall behind and get obliterated if we can't get ourselves the kills quickly enough. And yeah, I actually think that I've gotten a lot stronger than I would have realized. This is a fair... That took quite a lot to take me out compared to what we were saying before. We're going to try Knight once. I'm not expecting it to work, but we're going to try it once. We're probably going to just do Squire again. And those are assassins, so I'm almost certainly just boned here. Right? Like, yeah, there's no shot I'm going to be able to, like, brute force these assassins before they kill me. There we go, there's the eradication. Yeah. Knight level is not going to be feasible, I don't think. We're not going to be able to do Knight.
This'll be fun.
Not with our melee party. Okay, let's do Squire. And we can get... This is the top tier of Wizard, actually, so I should probably be respecting them a bit more than this. It's concerning that we now have... So why did I not do the sensible thing and just stay at the start? Because everybody has ranged attacks and I just get blasted. You know what? No, I made the you know, from the beginning I made the correct decision, and then I second guessed myself. Okay, so how are we doing here? This rat has a ranged attack and it just insta-gibbed me. Look how much damage that did. Holy shit. Truly wild. Truly wild.
I bet it's going to be...
Okay. Let's try to get these Squire victories done. Okay, the Soul Sucker's probably just going to win here. The Soul Suckers have the ability to move quicker than me. So... That actually only hit hard enough to instigate because I didn't have preservation up. These things do have such huge HP. I feel like most likely we need to get a bunch of these locked in. I don't know that we can get these done without locking a bunch of them in place. So I think... Would you be dead if... No, you wouldn't be dead. Okay, we need to put preservation on. Okay, turn this off. And we don't have enough mana that... We're getting close, but not quite. Where's the other one? Wait. Okay.
Need a coach? Ready to go.
Okay. So, we should be able to get this done if we do well and not poorly. These bloodsuckers are very dangerous. Unfortunately, we have several rats that have gotten themselves in a position where I'm probably just boned here, but we'll find out. If those both wander into their correct spot, I'm okay, but they didn't. So if this rat is weak, maybe, but we'll find out.
I'll save us.
I don't think so. We might. This is closer than you'd think. Oh shit! Okay, we're golden. Okay, we got it. So let's see if there's anybody that we can hit from here without movement. The answer seems to be no. It looks like they're not even hitting me when I jump, so... Any... Okay. From here we can hit multiple of them. Very convenient of them. To make way for me. Yeah, we've locked in the chests in Iron Fist now. So the next place that we're going is definitely Iron Fist here. We're basically going to go on a run through Iron Fist to grab all the gear and stuff once we can. But that's not going to happen until we get 8 caught up. Okay, so top quarter prize. So we get 1,900 gold. Not a ton of gold, but our gold is limited right now. Like, we do have a fundamental limit on it. So getting that extra gold from the arena is going to be, I think, very helpful. All right, so we now have about a level to get. We might need only like closer to like half a level. And I guess it doesn't matter either way, because either way we can just turn in some quests to get it done. We have the things to just turn in on Dagger Wound, and those are probably fairly low level, easy to do. And I'm wondering if we do those, or if we are instead going to just turn this in because it's nice and easy to do. I think we turn this in because it's nice and easy to do. Let's do it. We're going to turn in this quest that's here and see if that just immediately gives us enough experience to move on. If it does, then we're going to just do that. If it doesn't, then we're actually going to... that does not give us enough experience. Also, we can see from this that we barely got 6 to where it needed to be. The big boost of experience that we got that got us there was not that crazy. It didn't overkill by very much. So we are going to pop back over to Dagger Wound and start turning in the quests over there.
Come aboard! Anchors away!
And once we've got those turned in, we can just walk back over to New Sorpigal and start working on that. But we're probably going to do that tomorrow, because I actually do need to end a little bit early today. And so we're going to end a little bit early once we turn in the quests in the appropriate amount to get us what we want. So then next time we'll be able to hopefully finish both of the islands and move on to just starting up Iron Fist properly. Let's take a look here. We're getting close to catching up to Might and Magic 7, which is nice. That'll be a very cool threshold to meet. We've already done the Archimage here, I think. What was it that I needed to do? Right, we need to go to the islands and turn in probably just 2 of the things. Because I think I did... Is this both of them? Yeah. Alright, so I think I did... Okay, so that gets me to there, and then if we do the last one, they say the epidemic is over, and we're actually not quite there. Interesting. I'm going to return to Iceland and see if we get any experience from that. I don't think we get any experience from that part, so I think that's just like free money, basically. And we can kill a couple of the respawns, I guess? Question mark? Because we are very, very close. Like, it's incredibly close right now. So, yeah, let's just kill some of the respawns. Here. If I can just clear out some of these, my hope is that will mean I can actually swap this. Out of range. Is that enough already? Not quite enough already. We're not going to get very much experience off of these, I don't think, but they're worth something. You know? And I actually don't need to worry, I don't think, about... Because of the fact that these will probably die by the time that I get out of range to the guards, I don't need to worry about, like, wasting them, if that makes any sense. Let's see here. We're not quite there. We still just need a few more. I'm gonna walk over to the other set of respawns. I guess first we'll go talk to Iceland about it, who I think is over here somewhere. Nosferatu is very lucky to, you know, get... Okay, so let's see if this gives me experience. I feel like this part doesn't give me experience. Correct. So doing the actual quest turn in at the end doesn't give me EXP at all. You just get experience for each of the sub pieces that you do. So let's see. Any other? We need to give the ingredients for a pure speed potion to Thistle. And hopefully this is sufficient over here, because I actually would like to not... Let's swap you to the pure weapon. I actually have the potential to take quite a lot of damage here now that I think about it. So let's... Ooh, concerning. We backed up too much. It's probably fine. So we can clear these out. This will just give us a little bit of chip experience. We could also get this chip experience in Ravenshore, but since we have these respawns here anyway, we might as well use some of them. Eventually they'll stop respawning, but I don't know when that's going to happen. And we've got the bolster level up to 11 now. Perfect. Almost exactly enough experience to accomplish our objectives here. Very, very nice. So we need to get that other quest turned in soon, but for now, this will allow us to pop back to Might and Magic 6 and get the next thing done. In addition, I can take a look. Master Arms, Expert Bodybuilding, Expert Plate, Expert Merchant. I should probably get Expert Merchant, like ASAP, because that's a really important thing. I didn't realize that Expert Merchant was available already. It doesn't cost a ton to get Expert Merchant, and it's going to save me a lot of money and a lot of other stuff by the end of this. So that's an important thing that we need to get done. Is this also... I think this hasn't been used either. Okay. So we are going to pop over here, grab these two, and we will walk over here and turn in. And by turn in, I mean travel back to Ravenshore. I think we're going to just plop ourselves in New
Come
Sorpigal.
aboard.
And
Anchors
then once
away.
we're in New Sorpigal, tomorrow, today's Monday, right? Looking at the calendar in game, like, oh, what day is it? That'll tell me what my stream schedule's gonna look like. I think it's Monday. So tomorrow we will continue on with the Might and Magic 6 portion, and we'll hopefully be able to clear out those islands and do it immediately. If we can get both of those islands done immediately, then I think we'll be in a pretty strong position here. Alright, so that is going to be it for now. I do apologize for ending early. Sometimes I just need to do some stuff at the end of stream, and it's just more efficient to just end stream to do it. I will do my my push-ups and planks and things that I owe. I will get that done by the end of the day. I'll say something in Discord when I get that done. How about that? I'll say something on my Discord. So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Later, folks.